Hello friends, welcome to my channel. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Pratpal Singh. I share my knowledge about software testing, be it functional, non-functional automation, performance, and other aspects of testing. I also train candidates on cracking testing interviews, be it manual, be it automation. Today, we will learn about how to handle alerts in Selenium WebDriver, and this question is asked quite frequently in interviews as well. So without wasting any time, I will start with the code. So let's name it as alerts demo. So let me first explain which website I will use to test it. So this is the web page we are going to use, and under that, let me refresh it first. So here is a button called try it. When we press it, a alert box will open. It has some text. Press a button, and it has two buttons. One is OK and one is cancel. We will press both the buttons one by one, and if we press OK, here this text appears, you pressed OK. So we will also test that when the user has pressed OK, this text appears. And when the user presses cancel button, then you pressed cancel button appears. We will apply assertion on this text based on the button pressed by the user and check whether the expected text is appearing or not. So this is the website we are going to use. It is again w3schools.com, and we will use it in our coding program. We will again use WebDriver manager, Firefox driver dot setup WebDriver equal to new Firefox driver. We will import the WebDriver interface. We'll import the Firefox driver, driver.get. We will use this URL. Now, after opening the URL, the first thing which we need to do is we need to press the try it button. So it has the text try it. It is type button and the text try it. So let's create the XPath for the same button, and its text is equal to, let me copy it from here, text is equal to try it. It is not matching. Okay, I have made one error. Typing error was there. I think now it is fine. Yeah. Button text is equal to try it. What is wrong with this? Type is button and the text is try it. Yeah, now it is working. So there is only one met, so we can safely use it in our code. Driver dot find element by ID. Mention the, we are not going to use XPath, we are just going to use the by ID because it is faster. and simpler. So we need to click it as well. So here I am mentioning the click method. So it will click this button and now the alert will open. So how to handle the alert? So first we have to make sure that the alert is present. So to make sure, there is a method along with explicit wait to see whether the to check whether the alert is present or not. So we will use exactly that. Let me import the WebDriver wait and instantiate it. It takes two arguments. One is the driver and the one is the duration. Like for how much time it we want to wait when we use this in our code. So we will mention the first argument as the driver itself and the second argument as duration. Duration dot, we can choose the unit. So it can be seconds, it can be, to keep it simple, let's choose seconds. So we want to wait for 3 seconds. Every time we are going to use wait, the reference to WebDriver wait, it will wait for 3 seconds or it will use the condition whichever occurs before. So wait, we have a method called until along with wait. So under it, we can mention the condition. Alert is present. In this case, we are talking about the alert. Our intent is to make sure that the alert is present. So we will use this method. Under the until, there is a class called expected condition and it has a method alert is present. So if the alert is present, it will wait until this alert is present. Now we have already clicked the button and according to our expectation, the alert should already be there. That's why we are writing this line of code. This will make us wait for either 3 seconds or alert till the alert is present. Let's say if I keep it 7 seconds and alert is present before the 7 seconds, alert is present within 2 seconds, then we will not wait for 7 seconds. After 2 seconds, the flow of code will go to the next line. So this is the concept of explicit wait. I wanted to cover it in a separate video, but since we are touching this in this video of alerts, I am letting you know that this is how it works. That's why it is called explicit wait. And it is very dynamic as compared to thread.sleep. And whichever condition occurs first, either waiting for 7 seconds or alert is present. If the condition occurs first, it will not wait for 7 seconds and it will save our time. So let's not keep it 7 for the timing. Let's make it 4 to be more reasonable. So if it will now after this line of code, either the alert is present or the 4 seconds are over. Now moving to we know for sure that within 4 seconds the alert will be there because we have clicked this button. So now in the next line, we will have to perform the operations on alert. We will use driver.switch to. We have already used switch to method n number of times. So this time, earlier we used it to switch to the frame. Now we will use it to switch to the alert. We have used it to switch to the window as well. Now we are using it to switch to the alert. So in order to perform operations on the alert pop-up, we need to switch to it because currently the context is here. And in order to reach the control of our code here, we need to reach here, and for that we need to use switch to alert. And we will assign this to the reference to the alert class. EL is equal to this. And we will import the alert class as well. Now we will use this reference to perform operations on this alert pop-up. So our first job is to get the text which is present. So we are just fetching the text and we will show it here. This out, and we will mention it here. Alert box text is so concatenation and this. So here we will display the alert box text after fetching it using getText method. Now we have already fed this. Now we will press the OK button. In order to press the OK button, we will use al.accept. This will simply press the OK button. Okay. And I also told that we will use assertions this time. And in order to do it, let's create a Boolean variable choice, or okay, let's make it choice only. And if we are pressing the accept button or the OK button, we are keeping it as true because we are accepting it. So we are assigning the value to choice as true. Now we will apply assertions. So if the value of choice is equal to true, in that case, what we will do, we will use the assert class assert equal, and the string one we are going to use. We will compare the string because I told you if we are pressing the OK button, you pressed OK appears here. Okay. So we also need to locate this element and get its text. So this is its ID is, this is a paragraph element and its ID is demo. So let's try to get it through the ID itself. So here is the expected text and here is the actual text. So for actual text, we will use the driver.find element again. I'm directly using it here by ID. Okay. And we will mention the string here as demo. And we will not only get the element, we will get its text as well. So the every element, web element has a method called getText. So this, in order to, it will fetch the text in the form of a string, and this line of code is going to fetch the text you pressed OK. This text it is going to fetch in the form of the string. So this was our purpose. So we are fetching. Now we have to compare it with the expected text. Expected text, we know it is this. So we will mention it here in double quotes because it is a string. I think it didn't got copied. Let me copy again. So we will mention it here in the form of the string. So what this statement will do, it will compare the actual text with the expected text. And if they are matching, everything is fine. If they are not matching, it will throw an error. So the purpose of assertion is that we will compare two values, compare the expected and the actual value. And if they are not equal, obviously our test case is failing. It should throw an error and it will throw an error. I will show you by throwing an error as well. And in other case, if the choice is not true, then let's say the choice is false. If we are pressing the cancel button, this appears, and in that case, I will set the choice as false and it will go into the else condition. So in else condition, everything is same. The element is same, just that the text is changing. So I will, in the expected text, I will change it to you pressed cancel. The element is same, so I need not change anything here. It will fetch the text, it is dynamic. In this case, it is going to anyway fetch the you press cancel button. So this way we can click the accept or the cancel button, OK or the cancel button, and set a Boolean variable and then apply assertions in this manner. When I will press the cancel button, I will update the choice accordingly for our assertion purpose, but let's try to run it in this way. This is a commonly asked interview question. The interviewer will ask you have you ever handled alerts using Selenium? And if yes, how you handle alerts? Because alert pop-up disturb the normal flow of actions, and you have to close the alert box by either pressing the cancel or the OK button. Only then you will be able to operate on the web page. So alerts can be very problematic, and you must know how to deal with them. There is some error, no such element. So it is not able to locate the try, and it is on line number 23. So basically it failed to click on the try it. Let's check it. I think probably it is inside some frame. See, there is a frame. Just like in our previous example, this is present inside the frame. This block is inside the frame. So we need to first capture the frame and switch to it. So here is the frame ID. So I will quickly do it this time. I will, just like we are switching to the alert, we need to switch to the frame as well before pressing the try it. So let's do it quickly. Driver dot switch to. So that's why I've covered the frame part earlier because we need to use it again and again. So here if we simply mention the XPath or the locator for the frame, it will work for us by XPath, and I will simply mention the XPath here. Okay, let me write the XPath here first. So it is a iframe, and its ID we have iframe with ID is equal to, sorry, I mentioned another, yeah, it is finding successfully. So I will simply copy this and paste the XPath here. So our code is directly switching to this frame, and after that it will press the try it button. So I am hoping that I have quickly done it, and I am hoping that it will run successfully without adding any more weight or something. Most of the web pages of W3 School for practice purpose, the block of code, like in this case, this is the block of code we are working on, it is inside the frame. So keep in mind that you, before directly operating on an element, you need to check that whether it is inside a frame or not. It is still running, no error yet. Again, we are getting some error. Unable to locate, try it. Okay. So it is throwing an error on the same line. It has not given any error on this line. So it means it has successfully switched to the frame, but it failed to click on the try it button. So let us check that whether by ID try it. I think we have made some mistake in writing the locator for try it. Let me check. Okay, so try it basically is the text, and I have used it, if you see carefully, I have used it as ID. So it does not have any ID. So it can only be done through the, it is better to not use ID because it does not have any ID attribute here. Yeah, we can use link text, but it is not the link text basically. Try it is not the link text, it is the basically normal text. So we have to use XPath only. So that is the mistake. So debugging is also important, guys. You should learn, like if the code is not working, you should be able to debug it, that what is the problem, why it is not working. So XPath is pretty simple in this case. We simply need to use the button. Button is our element, and inside the button we have text is equal to, I will copy it to avoid any problem. mention it as here, close the quote and close the square bracket. So we have closed the square bracket and close the double quote. So it seems fine to me, but on a safer side and to save our time, I will test it. No harm in testing it. Yeah. So I could have simply copied it from there, but anyways. So we will click it using the X path. We will wait for 4 seconds or till the alert is present. Then we will switch to the alert. We will fetch its text and perform these operations. So let's run it again. So it happened so fast that alert appeared and we pressed OK. This text appeared and I think the program has already run. It has captured the text. Alert box text is press a button. So text it captured successfully and it entered this if condition and it compared. You pressed OK. Not this one, this one. You pressed OK. It compared this with what it fetched. It compared this with this, our expected text. And since they are matching, there is no error. So now let's, instead of accept, let's do it cancel. For cancel, we have a method called dismiss. So we will press the dismiss, we will command the accept, and now we will press the dismiss button. Okay. And we will keep it as false. Okay. We will make this Boolean variable as false, and now our code will go into the else condition and compare this expected text with the actual text and see if it passes or fails. Let me close this and run as a Java application. Everything is same, just that we are going to press the cancel button using dismiss method, and we have assigned the choice Boolean variable as false. Watch it carefully. So it pressed the cancel button this time. This is the text, and the text is also captured and there is no error. So it compared these two, the actual text and the expected text successfully. Now, in order to deliberately check whether our assertions are working correctly or not, I will mark it as true. Even though I am pressing the cancel button, I will mark it as true. It will go into the if condition, this one, and the actual text will be you pressed cancel and the expected is this, which are not equal. So our code should fail, and we will also close the browser at the end. Driver dot close and driver dot quit, so that I need not close it manually all the times. So if you see, currently I have to manually close it. So this is not a good practice. We should close it for the sake of the demo, because I wanted to show you on the web page that what happened actually. I was not closing. But the good practice which we follow in the industry is that we close it and quit it through the code. So let's run it. And this time our assertion should come into picture and fail the test case. So if you see in the console, exception in the thread main expected okay, because we have marked it as true so that it goes in the this condition. It is saying so text at the end it is expected is okay, but actual is cancel. So we press the cancel button. So actual was coming as cancel, but expected was okay. So it is throwing an exception, which goes to show that our assertions worked correctly. Somehow our browser did not got closed, and I know the reason. Because we are inside the frame, and in order to close the window, we have to switch back to the parent frame. So after performing these operations, let me switch back to the parent frame. Switch to, there are, remember I told there are two methods. One is driver dot switch to, one is default content and the other is parent frame. So let's try default content and then try to close it, because that seems to be the reason why the browser is not closing. I don't know what is the error if I am getting. Yeah, I think this is the error, JavaScript error, browser element child, line number 19. The content window is null. So this seems probably the reason why I am not able to close, because I am in the frame window. I am in the, firstly I was in the frame, then I was in the alert. Alert I closed, but when I closed alert, I think I was in the frame window. I have to switch back to the parent frame in order to close it. So let's run it again, and hopefully it will be able to close the browser this time. Our assertions are working fine. It will fail again, assertion will fail again, but I'm just debugging the reason why it didn't close the window. So guys, I found out that when we are closing our alert by pressing the OK or the cancel button, so it is basically doing the operation of what we perform by doing driver.close. So driver.close basically closes the current context or the current window, and that that job is achieved by the driver.dismiss. That's why on when we are again doing driver.close, it is taken as a redundant action, and we are getting the error for that. So in order to close our window gracefully, we can simply use the driver.quit in this case, because anyway we don't want to perform any other operation and it is fine for us to close the session. So that can be achieved by driver.quit, and driver.close is not working and it is anyway redundant in this case. So we can just use driver.click after we are done with closing the closing our alerts and performing our assertions. I had also tried by switching to the default content, but that was not the case. That was not what was going to help here, because through entire through entire journey of this code, we during all the time when I tried to fetch the window handle, it was same throughout every level, be it when we were at the parent window, be it when we were at the frame level. You remember we had switched to the frame. At this level also, the window was same. Okay, let me show you what I tried. It will make more sense. So I had printed the window handle at each point. So I am printing it when I was at the parent window. Then I am printing it after I switch to the frame. I am printing the get window handle again. After switching to the alert, also I switch to the alert, and I yeah. After dismissing the alert, I am printing. I should print it here as well, I think. After switching to the alert also, I should print. So I will print the get window, the window handle at each point, and it was same throughout because we are in the same window basically. So I tried debugging it through this mechanism, but the window handle was same. So switching to default content or switching to the parent window also didn't help in this case. Sorry guys, the video is getting long, but I wanted to show you the debugging technique that I used to identify the cause, as in why the driver.close is not working. I'm getting some network error. Maybe my net is not working correctly, or shall I wait? I don't know. But the program is still running. There is no, I am getting network error again and again. Maybe my net is slow or something. But let's wait. My net is working fine. I don't know. Maybe some problem with W3C schools. Okay, let me rerun it, stop it and rerun it. Otherwise, it will go on forever. Close it manually. I will rerun it for one last time. So guys, this is the life of automation guys or the coders. Sometimes a small problem can, can take more time than expected, but we should not lose our goal. We should not lose our cool. We should handle the matter calmly with patience, and that is the right way to deal with problems. Okay, this time it worked. So it pressed the cancel button and it closed the browser as well. Now I will show you. Basically, I want to show you that so when it was the parent window, I printed the window handle. It was ending with 9 F2F. So when I was after switching to the frame, the window was same. Then after switching to the alert window, the window was same, ending with 9 F2F. And after I dismissed the alert, even then it is same. And after then switching to the default content also, it was same. So this statement of switching to the default content is also not making any difference. So the only thing we needed to make sure was that just we need to remove this driver.close because it is highly likely that this operation has been taken care while we are closing the alert. And driver.quit is good enough to gracefully close the browser window. And that's what my point was. Sorry for the long video, but the idea was to give you the correct and the transparent explanation for what I am covering in the code. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for staying patient and watching the video till the end. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more such informative videos and share it among your friends. Thanks for watching.